you the group on the field there en masse before going to the locker room. Is that what you would typically call a kumbaya meeting? And where are you with your team right now?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that with the locker rooms and stuff like that, I thought it was better to get it out of the way. Sometimes when these guys all come in here, they scatter, and I didn't want them to scatter. I wanted them to stay together and obviously deliver them a message that was extremely private and something that the family needs to take to heart if we're going to be all that we need to be.
You talk a lot about game management. You're very polished at that. I want to walk through that stretch in the fourth quarter. You had third down and long. You completed short of the sticks by 4, 5, 6 yards. You faced fourth down there. 11 gaining you about 30 yards in field position because the punt backed them up to the 6. You got the punt back. Didn't get anything in the next position, and kind of that was it. You did not elect to go for a long field goal. Could walk us through the decision making down the stretch.
The long field goal was extremely really the last big opportunity. We kicked that, and it's an 8-point deficit. Maybe you kick away, maybe you onside kick, maybe you get back in it. Once that opportunity, it was just on the outskirts. That's not the side to go for the long field goals. You want to go the other direction for the long field goals. And trust me, I wanted to go, but I just didn't think that Andre could hit that thing into the river side of the stadium. It's really difficult.
Yeah, point of fact, that is the typical field goal in the NFL to kick into the open end of Heinz Field, but no opportunity taken there. I think that's what people want to just know. What was your thought or your plan there to take a shot down 11? You needed to score twice in the final moments.
Yeah, that was the deal. And once that expired, then it was going to be really difficult to win with 2 scores.
So the lone touchdown today comes, Coach, one play after Tommy DeVito becomes unavailable to you in the first half. It's Rex Culpepper with a heave down the sideline. 69 yards later, Taj Harris is into the end zone. What are you feeling for Rex? What is he feeling? And how about his brothers right now for all that he's been through? These were his first significant moments and first touchdown pass since 2017.
Well, Rex has been out there before. He's started some games and he's played some games for us. It was obviously it was something that we needed. It was the first touchdown of 2020. And, there was a big load off everybody's shoulders. Wish we could have got a couple of more, but it wasn't meant to be.
Playmakers are primarily on the defensive side now in the best interest of using the time wisely here. If you could maybe address what you're seeing out of Michael Jones, Jeff Cantu-Arku, and if you think you're going to have playmakers offensively.
Well, I tell you what, defensively, we've got guys out there making plays. I mean, when you start looking at how many plays, oh, my goodness, they had 70, 80 plays compared to our 58. Our defense is out there 80 snaps. The offense is out there, 81, and offense is out there 58. And our defense has just been playing outstanding. If you cut off the fourth quarter when you start adding up how long they've been out there, and they've probably been out there too doggone long, I mean, their first 6 quarters of football has been outstanding versus 2 really strong opponents. So you would like to think that if we can get something going on offense and special teams, that we're going to have a defense that we can really be proud of when the smoke all clears. But obviously we got to make some changes, and we got to start getting that ball moving in the right direction.
Neither team scored in the fourth quarter today. It winds up being just 171 total yards. You're home for the next month, Coach. The next 3 games are in the Dome, new dome roof, all of that. What is at your disposal this week in terms of changes, motivation, and otherwise to get it headed in the right direction?
Well, motivation, if you're a football player, you're 0-2, that better be motivation enough. And if not, then that better be motivation enough. We're going to go back and we're going to look at the film, and if it's time to make a change, there's time to make changes. Now, you guys are going to say, people look at tape and they think, oh, you're going to automatically do this, you're going to automatically do that. You got to watch and see what's going on. It's not always the quarterback's fault. It's not always the running back that dropped the ball's fault. Okay, it's not always a defensive safety's fault when somebody catches the ball in the middle of the defense for a touchdown. There's a lot of stuff that goes in on that. The one post play, I think the first touchdown of the game, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, first touchdown of the game, I think they had like 3.5 seconds to throw the ball, which is ridiculous. Now, I'll go back and time it. Maybe it was me on coffee. I don't know. But it just seemed like that guy had a lot of time to look that thing in and to drive that ball down the field, and that's something that we traditionally don't give people.